Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of WumpaCast, the special podcast for the Wumpa Classic Championship. Today, we are joined by a few guest commentators. So, going down the list, we have MTB himself, Marcus Terry-Bedford.
Yep.
We have MrGamesendy. He is not
Hi.
competing, but he is here as a spectator.
Hi, everyone.
Also because we love him.
Aw, Dante, you're too kind.
From the GRA server, we have the Electric Paradox, Caitlin.
It's me, Milk Lady.
And we have my real-life friend and newcomer to the scene, Smudger.
Hey guys, what's up?
So we're going to hop straight into it. We are about a week into the tournament, and we have 10 races officially up on the YouTube channel. Technically 11, but a little bit more on that later. So first of all, Group A. This is the group with Toto Zigam, Crash 41596, Dark Lizard, Crosstown Express, and Smudgy himself. So,
Hey.
Smudgy, you are in this group. What are your thoughts on it so far?
Well, I guess it's kind of hard because it's only been one race, but yeah, it's pretty good. Like from what I've heard, everyone else in my group is super good, so I'm looking forward to some general hard competition.
Do you see yourself making it into round 2, or?
Oh no, of course not. But
I mean, that's fair enough.
I'll give it a try.
I'd say you have a chance depending on what races you do, but it depends entirely on that. So,
Hmm.
Mr.
Yeah.
Gamesendy, what are your thoughts on this group?
Group A, a very interesting group. Very interesting to see Crash 41596 back, who has had a big absence from these tournaments. It'll be very interesting to see how he runs in this group. Last time I saw him doing Crash was back in I'm Speedrunner 5, so it'll be interesting to see how good he is now. Obviously, I feel the most talented one on paper is Toto, seeing as he got to the final of the last tournament. Brandon Black, I was in a race of his the other day. He seems good. So this is a tough group to call, actually. I think this is going to be a very interesting group to watch. And good luck to all the competitors.
Toto is probably going to top this group, but anything can really happen. So, I'm excited to see where this group stands going forward. Marcus or Caitlin, do you have anything else to add?
Say pretty much the same. I know Toto is a very competitive speedrunner in the International Spyro Grand Prix, so I'm assuming pretty much the same here with the Wumpa Classic Championship. Seeing as he got into the final last time, I've got pretty high, confidence that he'd probably do it again, but we never know. There is time, yes.
Yeah, so far only one race of that has gone up, but there have been a few more recorded, and I just need to say, look forward to watching those. So,
Definitely, yeah.
moving on to Group B, we have Katote, or is it Ratchet 5, or is it Carbon Sushi, or is it the man of many names,
Or to Spyro R5 or Time Travel Reviews.
or Andrew Carroll?
So many names.
Had to get that in there. We also have the Tunisian King TK, Yoga Monyo, Graveyard Magician, and originally Crash Bash Legend, but now he has dropped out of the tournament due to reasons involving pretty much not enjoying Crash as much as he thought he would. So he has now been replaced by Haytam14. I hope I pronounced that right. So does anyone have any thoughts on this group so far?
Well, pretty much. I mean, I think I watched the race earlier on, and I can't remember if it was actually this race. Was it TK versus Graveyard Magician? It started out. They both took different routes, so that was made it really interesting. But I think one started off faster, and the other one, if I've got the correct round, because I've watched so many.
Yeah, Graveyard Magician is a newcomer to the scene, but he's been doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, it seems to be doing lots of his races. So
I don't believe he has properly spoken on mic though, so his voice remains a mystery. Mr. Gamesendy, do you have anything else to add?
It's hard to know because I'm unaware of the newcomers and TK. I know Ratchet isn't too bad, so he could potentially do well. I think my boy TK could also do well, but it's very hard to predict at this stage because we don't know. I said I don't know what the skill level of the new people are and Yoga Monyo, so I think probably Ratchet 5, and I don't know outside of that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I could definitely see Ratchet and possibly Graveyard Magician making it to the next round, but that third spot is a huge mystery so far, I would say.
Absolutely, it's up for grabs, I'd say.
I think Graveyard Magician is silent but deadly.
I can agree to that,
Ooh.
yes.
consider he's also done 2 of his races. It seems to be on it.
so far 3 races from this group have technically been done. 3 if you count Morgan's race. I'd say this is going to be another group where we've got some very exciting matches coming up. I'm especially curious to see the Kotote versus TK rematch after their race in ISGP2.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a tasty fixture.
Moving on to Group C. This is where we've got Averso, Lucas Bolton, Cool Pro, Zindictive, and the Gangster.
So I just recently watched Averso and Zindictive, and Averso doesn't seem like he doesn't seem too bad. Lucas, I know, is putting a good amount of effort into his matches. I back him to be a success. Zindictive, I wouldn't write him off just yet because he could have a bad few matches, but he could get that one win and screw someone else getting out of the group. So I definitely wouldn't write him off. Definitely think Lucas is one to watch. Actually, I know how much effort he's putting in.
Averso got tier 1 in the seeds, so I think it's clear that he's probably going to make it to round 2. But like you said, anything can happen. Smudgy, do you have anything else to add about this group?
Well, I know this is the one where they did the Crash Bandicoot 1 race, wasn't it, to get to Brio?
I believe they did, yes.
Yeah, and anyone who wants to race in Crash 1, I know is definitely pretty good. So, yeah.
I would say I have a few things to say about Group C as well. All these races have seemed interesting. Like, for example, for Lucas. Lucas is also raced in the ISGP and he's also done some fun exhibition races against me as well. He's basically did the Crash 3 race. They were pretty much even, but the Gangster did not know the skipping dingo dials, so
Yeah.
that's definitely turned over the whole result. The Zindictive versus Averso. That race was pretty much Zindictive stuck on the lab for half of the race, but that was quite entertaining to watch with interesting results.
R.I.P. Luca.
Yes, R.I.P. Luca. Luca was originally in this group, but he had to drop out due to health concerns, we'll say.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah.
We hope you feel better soon, Luca.
We'll just leave it at that, but yeah, get well soon.
Okay, so moving on to Group D, we have the Psychic Gamer, Placey Hole, Keyford, De Acorn, and Caitlin herself. So, Caitlin, this is your group. What are your thoughts?
Obviously, me and Keyford are going to smash it.
Naturally.
Yeah, place 1 and 2. The decider is obviously me versus Keyford. But I mean, in all reality, I've only raced against Placey Hole, but they seem very good and also very nice. I know Psychic Gamer has played a ton of Crash, so I'm sure he'll do well as well. And I'm not sure about the Acorn, but he has messaged me about doing a load of really weird goals, so I hope he gets through as well. More fun races.
I mean, those weird goals could be his downfall. We never know.
I think he's safe against me, at least.
I'm just waiting for you to prove him wrong.
I mean, you never know. I might get good at Crash overnight.
I don't really know much about this group, but I've maybe seen a little bit of a Psychic Gamer versus Keyford match. Also a very interesting watch. I will say that Psychic Gamer did get significant advantage in that run.
Oh yeah, because Psychic Gamer actually got tier 1 in Crash 2 seeds. This group hasn't had a lot of races done, all things considered, but what has been done is pretty much all been done by Psychic Gamer, so...
I think it's going to be between Keyford and Caitlin. They're going to smash the top 2 stairs, and then Psychic Gamer is going to come in behind them.
I completely agree.
Yeah, that sounds a good one.
I hope it becomes reality.
Keyford's going to avenge his ISGP group and make it to round 2 in this tournament.
Okay, moving on to Group E. We have MTB, James Jones, Fromond, Tooney SA, and Vinny Huber. I believe I pronounced that right, so I hope so. So let's just get the elephant out of the room. James Jones versus Fraser. They're going to make it to the grand finals.
Yeah, I think we should just cancel the whole group. James Jones and Fraser.
Their race has happened. Look forward to seeing that on the channel if you haven't seen it on Twitch. Marcus, this is your group. What are your thoughts?
Well, I haven't done any races yet, obviously due to mental health issues, but I am planning to do some races pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to racing, James Jones, Fraser, Tooney. Tooney again, another rematch with Tooney because I've just raced him in the ISGP. So that will be exciting. It will. So that'll like be the theme of the group, I think.
I back Marcus to be a success behind James Jones and Fraser.
Oh, thanks.
Like, if Marcus tries his best, he should be able to beat James Jones and Fraser, but they are best competitors here, so
Hmm.
you can only hope.
Gonna push for it.
You gotta trust that slide spin.
Marcus definitely has a good shot of making it to the next round. I would like to see you there. I would like to race you in Twin Sanity Bingo.
Oh yes. I love that game. One of my favourites, Twin Sanity.
It's a fantastic group. I think Tooney will laugh, and I think he could win a few matches.
Oh yes, if Tooney sticks around, then I can definitely see him making it to round 2, but only barely beating James Jones or Fraser. Okay, moving on to the final group. We have Group F. That's Cola Pro, myself, DantaFanta, Abdul, Dr. Monkey Man, and King DDD, also known as King Europe 1.
AKC Cal 125, aka Christian.
Exactly, another man of many names.
Yes.
So this has been a very active group, mostly due to Abdul wanting to get his races out of the way. In fact, as of the time of recording this, the only races that have yet to be done are all of Christian's.
It's a shame because I think Christian is the one to watch at this tournament. He's gonna blow it out of the park. He's gonna slide his way to the top. No, I think it's between Abdul and Cola are shorts, and Dante, you have a chance.
I have
Well,
a chance, but that
yes.
depends on my race against Christian, and I'm hoping to do a meme run.
I
Yeah.
reckon
Oh,
you'll
you
I reckon
plan
you'll
to do
have
that
a-
Crash Bash one?
We are doing Crash Boom Bang, hopefully.
Oh, Crash and Bang, sorry,
Oh,
man.
nice.
Yeah.
So that could completely throw everything under the bus, but who knows?
Yeah, well, this group is actually pretty damn good from what I remember. Like, I mean, Abdul's already, he beat all the developer times in Nitro Fuel, didn't he?
He
I'm
did,
pretty
yes.
sure. And actually, in the stream you against him, you actually didn't lose to him by that much, from what I remember.
Yes, it was because I failed on one of the shortcuts several times.
Yeah, it was Polar Pass, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah.
Polar Pass.
See, there we go. See, if it wasn't for that, you could have even beaten Abdul Danta. So I think you've got a really good chance as well.
Exactly. But it all comes down to Christian. Will he
Yeah.
let us win? Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. Will he decide to be the king of Crash instead of the king of Europe?
That is the real question. Caitlin, do you have anything to add?
I mean, I very much enjoyed your race against Dr. Monkey Man. I thought that was very, very close.
Yes, that was a very close race.
It just shows that, like, it's actually quite competitive in that group.
Oh yeah, definitely a competitive group. That's quite a few of these groups are competitive, to be fair, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's well balanced groups.
Well, Abdul is a runner in that group, so it's pretty much easy to assume what is going to happen because obviously, seeing that is pretty good at CTI, especially Nitro Field. So
I just want to say it's also great to have Abdul in the tournament as well. Like he's a really cool guy.
yeah, it seems it. Yeah, he seems to put some good videos out on Twitter and stuff. So
Yeah, Abdul competed in the first Wumpa Classic Championship and has not made an appearance since, I believe. So it is nice to see him back.
it's
I think
cool.
got to the final as well. The
Uh,
last one. Or the
he made it to
semi-final.
the semi-final. I think he made it to the semi-finals,
Oh,
being eliminated by Cola Pro, because I believe they did a rematch to determine who would get the semi-final to get the final spot after someone dropped out.
Oh yeah, remember? Oh, it's all coming back.
But
Oh.
here's a nice way to segue onwards. Round 2 predictions. Who do you guys think will make it into round 2 as the top tier spot?
Oh, tough one. Toto, I think, to win the group. Abdul to win the group, or Cola. Marcus to win the group. Lucas to win his group. Give him a good. No, Verso first, and then Lucas second.
I'm just gonna say that I've got safe bets on Abdul and Toto.
Yeah, my predictions would be Toto and Abdul will probably get in first place in their groups.
Yeah, I'd say safe bets on that. Yeah, absolutely.
I would say every other group, it is going to be very competitive as to who will get their top spot.
It's hard to know because you can pick up in skill like easy enough. So it really depends how it goes. Like you know yourself. Anything can happen. I think there will be a few shocks though soon enough. Johan, I think, is one to watch too.
Like from Group A, I'd say the most likely to go through would be Toto, Crash, and Dark Lizard. From Group B, the most likely is going to be a competitive one, but I can see Ratchet, possibly Graveyard Magician, and it's tough to say about Haytam 14 because we don't
Yeah,
really know their skill level.
exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, you don't know these people. Like, I don't think did. I don't sure. Did you do a tier? Try out for the tier system and all?
I don't believe so. I don't believe anyone who was in reserve posted a seed time. So someone entirely
so.
new could in fact completely throw the whole group off track.
Mm.
I hope so.
It'd
Dramatic.
be quite a plot twist, wouldn't it?
It would be a very big plot twist.
Like a last minute one too, so I can make it like even more exciting and interesting.
Yes. Will they be the spoiler of Group B? Find out in due
Mm.
time.
It's hard to know. Like, I think it's very early to decide, but I think the safe bets are Toto, Abdul, Cola, Averso, Lucas, Marcus.
Well, I'm sure in a week's time we'll probably know more for certain what the group standings will end up as, though.
Boom.
I think the gangster will make it through.
I think the gangster definitely has a good shot, actually. Yeah.
It was very close with him and Lucas.
So moving on, most exciting race or best race in everyone's opinions.
I did like your CTR race, Danta.
Oh, thank you. That was
Yeah, I
a
like
very
that one.
close race.
Yeah,
And
I
the
like that
Lucas,
one. It's good.
Lucas as well was fun. Lucas's match was fun to watch with the gangster.
I haven't really watched them in like the commentary and stuff like that, so I can't really say much in terms of that. But the differences, like at the end of each like race, for example, seems to be quite wide apart, more so than in Spyro. So that definitely adds to all the matches. But I can't exactly say of a match that's really that different, that exciting.
I know that's fair. I mean, there's only 10 races so far done, so
Yeah, that'll probably come out later on.
I can't wait for the Yuha match to go up today. It's like a gamer and Brandon Black. They've also been really good runners to watch.
oh yeah, definitely. Which actually brings us to a nice segue to the final point. Thoughts going forward in any matches you're looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to seeing Kiefer, Christian, more Abdul, more Cola, Marcus, Lucas, everyone really.
I am especially looking forward to seeing the race between Caitlin and Psychic Gamer. Would you like to tell us more about that one, Caitlin?
Yeah, so I don't know if we've hammered down the exact rules of it yet, but the core thing of it is you can't drink while driving, and we need to finish our drink by the end of a race. So you have to be stationary while you're drinking, which is I don't know how we're gonna make it work, but I think we just want to get pissed. It's just a no drink driving race.
Which will be amazing to watch.
We're going to have to put webcams on so that people can see that we're drinking, which is
Yeah.
I mean, if GRA taught us anything, it's that people getting drunk in speedruns is actually really funny.
Yeah, we're both pretty lightweight, so it's going to be a bit of a mess.
Another race I'm looking forward to seeing is James Jones versus Fromond.
Oh, same here.
I have not watched that yet, but it has gone up on Twitch, and
Yeah.
I am excited to see it.
I had to go to dinner, so I missed it.
To be honest, I'm just looking forward more to seeing more kind of Abdul, really. Just because I really like how fast he plays Nitro Fueled, and that he's very skilled at it. So
I know he's definitely really skilled. It was a mistake on my part to race him, but I just wanted to race Nitro Fueled.
at least you can say you did it. Like,
Yeah, I can say that I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
Nice.
As soon as I found out he'd done the developer times, I was like, well, I'm dead.
yeah, I remember I actually messaged you afterwards saying, "Man, why did you ask to race him in Nitro Fueled? Like, even I know who that guy was."
What can I say? I just said I want to do Nitro Fueled with someone, and he was the first to respond.
He should have been like, who wants to do Nitro Fuel? Bar you.
Who wants to do Nitro Fueled? Me, not you.
He probably got like an alert, so each time he sees like Nitro Fueled at NF in the group chat, his phone just goes crazy.
I'm sure there's a way to program a bot to do that. Marcus?
I'd say pretty much same as Smudger. Like the Abdul races. If anybody can actually beat him, that'd be actually very interesting to see. So yeah, I'd look forward to that. Maybe Toto races as well. I know Ratchet 5 beats a lot of races too, so maybe we might see that.
I think that about covers everything for the first WumpaCast. So not too much to talk about, all things considered, because we are still technically
Early
early on
days.
into the tournament. Only a quarter of round 1 has been done. But we will be back, possibly towards the end of round 1 or possibly after round 1 to talk more about the stand-ins and where we think round 2 and the rest of the tournament will go. Thank you all for joining me on this cast today.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hope you all join me next time. See you all later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Collect that Wumpa fruit.